Hello, Ms. Doohan here. This video is going to show you how to find the area of a triangular prism. So, first thing I want to do is draw a net of the triangular prism that you see on the screen. So the first piece that I'm going to draw is this bottom rectangle. So let's go ahead and draw that here. And I'm going to label it as I go. So we know that this bottom piece here is 12 centimeters. And this side piece here is 4 centimeters. Okay, so I have the bottom piece drawn. Now I'm going to draw, let's see, I'm going to draw this back triangle here. Okay, so I'm going to draw that over here. I'm going to label that. Oh, that was terrible. Try that again. That's a little bit. No. A little bit better. Not great, but you know. So let's see if we can label the parts of the triangle, the measurements. So we know that opposite sides of rectangles have the same equivalent length. So we know that this is going to be 4 centimeters. And the front side of this tells us that this length of this triangle is 7. So I'm going to label this. Now we have one more measurement over here. Oops. Which it says 6 centimeters is the height from the base of the object to the very tippy top. So this here to this is 6 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little dotted line here, maybe, kind of, and label that 6 centimeters. All right, next let's draw the front triangle. Okay, and I'm going to draw this, I'm going to have to erase this a little bit. I'm going to rewrite it back on the inside so that I can draw my triangle there. Okay. There we go. And let's label this. We already know that this is 4, and we know similarly, like this tells us that this is 7 centimeters. And this height, just like on the other one, is 6. Kind of hard to see in that yellow, but you get the idea. All right, now let's draw the front rectangle here. I'm going to draw it down here. And let's label it. So we know that this is, we already have this labeled as 12 centimeters. That means that this is 12 centimeters as well. But we need to label these sides. So we have to figure out what is the measurement of these sides. Okay? So we know that this is 7. So the other's 7 as well. Okay? So these are 7 centimeters. And then we have one last side to draw, and that's that very back one. Kind of have to be good at visualizing stuff with this. So let's label the measurements on this. Well, we know that this is 12 because it is parallel and opposite in the rectangle. And then this is going to be 7 centimeters. Okay, so I think we have everything labeled. We can go ahead and figure out what the area of each of these pieces are. And then, as I said before, surface area is not a quick and fast 1 or 2 step process. It takes us a little while to get the work done, but it shouldn't be too difficult, especially since you can use your calculator. So let's first figure out the area of this red piece. Well, we know that the base is 12, and we know that the height is 4. So that's going to be 48 centimeters squared for the red. All right, let's figure out the purple next. We'll just do all of our rectangles at once. So the purple, the base is 12, and the height is 7. So that's going to be 84, I believe. 7, 14, carry the 1, yes. Square centimeters, all right. And then our last rectangle is green. So we're going to figure out this green area next. And that is going to be 12 times 7. Oh, it's exactly the same as the purple one. Look at that. So 84 centimeters squared. Now we need to figure out next let's do the orange triangle next. The area. We know that the area, remember, just as a reminder, a triangle's area is base times height divided by 2. So the base of this triangle is 4, and the height, this dotted line, is 6. So we need to figure out 4 times 6 and then divide that by 2. Okay, so that is going to be 12 centimeters square. Running out of room. And then the last part of our net that we need to figure out is the yellow piece. And I'm just going to take a wild guess in the dark that this is probably the same area as our orange part. But let's double check. So we have a base of 4, and we have a height of 6, and we're going to divide that by 2. Yep, look at that. 12 centimeters squared. I should have written this up here. So now to be able to figure out the entire surface area of our original triangular prism, all we have to do is add these numbers up. 48, I'm going to get my calculator out so I make sure I'm doing it right. 48 plus 84 plus 84 plus 12 plus 12 gives us 240 square centimeters, and that is the surface area of our triangular prism. So, like I said before, not a super quick problem to solve, but it isn't super difficult, especially if you are able to draw yourself a net, which I would recommend. Good luck, friends. And as always, if you have any questions or you need any help with your digits, please email me.